So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? Good?
I am great. How are you?
Very good. Nice to see you. Thank you for
Same
having me on.
here. And thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join me today. I know you've been busy. Life has been, extra creative. And I have questions that need answers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here to answer them if I can.
Jane Atkins, you are the series producers of Lion. I know that right now we can catch it streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu, but National Geographic, they got this one all the way right. How did you know that your love for the art of storytelling would be more than a purpose of saying this is a hobby, but this is something that I really want to bring to the big screen for families as a source of edutainment, to educate us while entertaining us?
Oh, that is a really interesting question. Do you know what? I love wildlife. I love storytelling. I love the art of kind of creating something magical, and spending this amount of time, 4 years, to make this series has been probably the privilege of my career, as well as being able to work with the most amazing team from the UK to Kenya to America, Jon Favreau and Hans Zimmer and Mike Gunton and everyone who's been involved, Sophie Darlington, everyone who's been so kind of like at their A game. We have just been so honored to make this series.
Right.
I think it's also a real passion project. We have fallen in love with these characters, and we've fallen in love with their stories that unfold in front of us, and the depth of those emotional journeys they've all gone on have really taken us on this sort of beautiful and quite emotional experience as well. So it's not just filmmaking. We've kind of attached ourselves and fallen for these characters, and I really am proud of everyone's role in that, and I really hope that the audiences fall in love with the characters, and especially Keo, because he's just the most beautiful cub, and his own story is extraordinary.
You know, it's almost like a story behind the story is the biggest sense of pride of doing these shows for me, right? To know that this is something that we'll be able to watch and it's a well-produced piece, but knowing that you made a sacrifice with your team for 4 years. And although you're getting reality, you can't tell them how to script this. You have to go along with their plan. You're trying to figure it out, coordinating the travel and the timeline. How does that even come together?
Well, great question again. It has been a huge team effort. We have an amazing team of cinematographers, producers, production management team, and we have all worked together to create this really long form series. So it's one massive story cut into 4 chapters.
Right.
But yeah, 52 shoots, 1,000 hours of footage. I think it was 1,400 days in the field, and trying to like coordinate that between long lens shoots, drone shoots, tracking shoots, Starlap shoots, and it was all very organic. Like we fell in love with this cub. We built the stories around his world, but really, like, he was taking us on his journey. Like we wanted to be immersed in his world at his eye level, understanding what it's like to be a lion, as he literally understands and learns that as well.
And there's got to be a sense of danger with that too, because now you're in his environment and you're tap dancing around, catching the right angles of him, not getting in his way, trying to catch into his natural essence, but everything else around you, from the weather to whatever else is along his journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as a series producer, part of my kind of goal setting was, what is our main storyline? And I felt very strongly about Keo's storyline, but we had to caveat that with lots of other options, because lots of cubs don't survive. He may not have ever made it. Even if he did survive long enough to become a grown-up male, he might have left and had to travel far across, even as far as Tanzania. We may have not been able to follow him.
Right.
And so we had all sorts of kind of backup plans for if that didn't work with lots of other characters, but we were all rooting for him. Like every single time that we were on location, we were like, "Where's Keo?" Every time we phoned back to the office or back to Kenya or to America to tell our clients John Favreau, we were like, the first question was, "Is Keo okay? Is he alive?"
Right.
So we were kind of we were hoping and praying that he would be our kind of our hero, but nature is unpredictable and we had no control, and we're so fortunate that we are, I mean, so fortunate. It's like the holy grail of filmmaking. No one's been able to tell a real story of a cub from the moment he comes out from a den to becoming a king, and all the journeys that have gone along that journey, along that way with him are he's lived a tough life and he's sort of overcome it with courage and bravery and relationships and brotherhood. It's a beautiful classic hero journey.
Like it shows the heart and essence of a lion, right? I know
Yes.
that you and the team clearly fell in love with this project when it comes down to all of those hours of travel and filming. And I know it's 4 parts, but you still had to leave something on the cutting room floor. How hard was
Oh
that
my
for
God.
you?
Yeah. I mean, we had 1,000 hours of footage, and we had to in the end produce we were producing 4 hours of TV. Well, less than that. They're about 40 minutes, 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the crucial thing that we were looking for was that every shot had to feel purposeful, whether it was emotional, whether it was reaction, whether it was a decision making, or
Mhm.
whether it was a drama moment. Everything needed to feel so cinematic, like it belongs, in a kind of. We watched it last night at the premiere in London on this huge screen, and it looks so beautiful. It kind of transports you to that world. So
Yeah.
we were we were looking for like the very, very best cinematography and the best sort of story moments. So that was kind of our goal. But we had to leave out a lot. So we had
I
to leave out a
absolutely
lot. But
love this.
that's kind of that's what you have to do. You kick the
When
can in the ground.
families gather around the television and you're giving them something that they can watch together, which in these days and times is very important because everything else is so much static. You get them there with this sort of substance. What is the main walkaway that you want every viewer to get when they're watching this series?
Um, I Firstly, I really hope the families do come together to watch it. I'm a mum. I have 2 children, a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old. And I know how
Yeah.
important it is to have those kind of films where you can kind of like bring everyone together to watch things. And there is something special about this, and that it is a new kind of approach in cinematic storytelling for documentary, but it's also very nostalgic. It's not got these nostalgic echoes of The Lion King as a
Right.
cub story, as a king story, the music. And so actually I think that's quite an intoxicating mix for all ages, for children, for mothers, parents, grandparents, to sort of sit together. And I hope that comes across and people fall in love with the stories, and it brings
Mhm.
that kind of shared experience together. And I think shared experiences are increasingly rare in this sort of day and age that are also positive. It's got a real kind of heart to it. So I think that sense of family is really important. And I think even though it's a story about lions, I would love people to come away with the messaging that family gets you through everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'd say.
That is beautiful. And Jane, I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. So as you keep these projects rolling, you feel free to jump in a hot seat on the tan line. I'm getting my snacks ready. National Geographic shall see me. If I'm missing it when it debuts, I'm there on streaming for Disney Plus and Hulu. And I look forward to seeing you soon. So make a field trip to Louisiana for another one of these series,
Oh,
and we'll just make it happen from there.
oh, thank you. It's been so nice talking to you. What lovely
Same
questions, and
here.
I hope your audiences really love it as well.
Absolutely.
When you've
Thank you
seen it,
so
let me
much.
know. Drop me a line. Tell me.
I know you have more work to do, so I'm gonna let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's
Thank
absolutely
you.
nothing you can do about it.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Take
Thank you.
care.